Let me ask you a simple yet profound question. Are you ready? Are you ready to embrace the life you've always dreamed of? Are you ready to let go of the excuses that have held you back? Are you ready to step into your power, your purpose, your destiny? Taking the first step is one of the most powerful things you can do in life. It's the moment when you decide that the future matters more than the fear that holds you back. Often people hesitate to start because they feel overwhelmed by the distance between where they are and where they want to be. They see the big picture and convince themselves that it's too much to handle. But the truth is, transformation doesn't happen all at once. It begins with a single, seemingly small step. When you think about the most remarkable achievements in the world, they all started with someone making that initial move. Whether it was an artist picking up a brush for the first time, an athlete lacing up their shoes, or an entrepreneur daring to share their vision, they all had to begin somewhere. The first step may feel insignificant, but it's the spark that ignites the fire. Without it, nothing can follow. Taking that step requires courage, but courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means acting despite it. Fear often whispers lies, telling you that you're not ready, that you'll fail, or that you'll be judged. But the truth is, fear is only as powerful as you allow it to be. The act of stepping forward, even if it's just one tiny move, weakens the grip of fear and strengthens your confidence. Each small action you take reinforces the belief that you can do more, be more, and achieve more. You don't have to see the whole path to start. Sometimes the journey ahead is foggy, and the destination feels distant. But just as headlights only illuminate a few feet ahead at night, yet still get you to your destination, the same principle applies to your life. Taking one step at a time is enough. You don't need to know all the answers, you only need to commit to moving forward. Think of it like planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you don't see immediate results. You water it, nurture it, and trust that it will grow. The first step is like planting that seed. It's an act of faith in the process and in yourself. Over time, the consistent effort of nurturing that initial action leads to growth, and eventually you'll see the results you've been hoping for. But none of it happens without first putting the seed in the ground. Taking the first step also sets momentum in motion. Have you ever noticed how much harder it is to get started compared to keeping going? That's because the energy required to overcome inertia is greater than the energy needed to maintain movement. Once you're in motion, you create a rhythm, and progress becomes more natural. That initial effort, no matter how small, breaks the inertia and begins the flow of momentum. The beauty of taking the first step is that it creates a ripple effect. One step leads to the next, and before you know it, you're further along than you ever thought possible. Each step builds on the one before it, and each small success fuels your motivation to keep going. The process of moving forward also brings clarity. What seemed uncertain or overwhelming at the start begins to make more sense as you gain experience and perspective along the way. People often underestimate the power of beginning. They think they need to wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect version of themselves. But perfection is an illusion. There will never be a time when everything is perfectly aligned. Waiting for perfection is just another way of giving in to fear. The perfect time to start is now with what you have and where you are. The most important thing isn't how you start, but that you start. It's also essential to remind yourself that the first step doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. It can be as simple as making a phone call, writing down an idea, signing up for a class, or committing to 10 minutes of action each day. What matters is that you're doing something to move closer to your goals. Small actions compound over time, and their cumulative effect can lead to massive change. Imagine looking back on your life 5 years from now. What will matter most is not the size of the first step you took, but the fact that you had the courage to take it at all. It's easy to let time pass while waiting for the right moment, but every moment spent waiting is a moment lost. Instead, choose to create moments that matter by taking action today. The first step may feel like the hardest, but it's also the most rewarding. It's the declaration that you're no longer willing to let fear, doubt, or procrastination dictate your future. It's the moment you decide to honor your potential and take control of your destiny. That single act of courage can set off a chain reaction that transforms not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. So take that step. No matter how small, no matter how uncertain you feel, just start. Because when you do, you'll discover a strength you didn't know you had. And that strength will carry you further than you ever imagined. The power is within you, waiting to be unleashed. All it takes is one step. Are you ready? Fear is one of the most powerful forces that can hold us back from living our fullest lives. It's the voice that whispers doubts into our minds, the feeling that tightens our chest when we think about stepping out of our comfort zones, and the invisible wall that keeps us from pursuing the things that truly matter. Fear can feel overwhelming and insurmountable, but here's the truth: it only has as much power as we give it. And the antidote to fear is faith, not just faith in a higher power, but faith in ourselves, our journey, and our ability to grow stronger through the challenges we face. Fear is a natural emotion, and it often arises to protect us. In the past, it served as a survival mechanism, keeping us safe from real, immediate danger. But in modern life, fear often takes the form of imagined scenarios, what ifs and doubts about our abilities. It's the fear of failure, rejection, or not being good enough. And while these fears might feel real, they are rarely grounded in truth. They are projections of our insecurities and uncertainties, not reflections of our actual potential. Faith, on the other hand, is a choice. It's the conscious decision to believe in possibilities, even when the outcomes are uncertain. Faith doesn't require you to have all the answers. It only asks that you trust the process in yourself. When you choose faith over fear, you shift your mindset from what if it doesn't work out to what if it does. That simple shift can open doors you never even realized were there. It's important to recognize that fear and faith cannot coexist in the same space. When you feed one, you starve the other. Feeding fear means dwelling on the negative possibilities, replaying past failures, and focusing on what could go wrong. Feeding faith means focusing on the positive, embracing hope, and believing in your capacity to adapt and overcome. It's about choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles meant to stop you. One of the most empowering aspects of faith is that it doesn't depend on external circumstances. You don't have to wait for a sign, a perfect moment, or someone else's validation to choose faith. It's a mindset you can cultivate from within, independent of what's happening around you. This internal strength gives you the resilience to face uncertainty with confidence and grace. Fear often disguises itself as practicality. It tells you to play it safe, to stick with what you know, and to avoid risks. But playing it safe is not the same as living fully. Faith, on the other hand, invites you to dream bigger and take bold steps toward those dreams. It challenges you to believe in possibilities beyond your current reality. It's not about ignoring risks, but about trusting that you have the strength to navigate them. Choosing faith over fear doesn't mean you won't feel fear. In fact, the presence of fear often indicates that you're on the verge of something significant. It means you're stepping into new territory, pushing past your limits, and growing into a stronger version of yourself. The goal isn't to eliminate fear, but to act despite it. Every time you do, you prove to yourself that fear doesn't have the final say. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down into a vast, unknown abyss. Fear tells you to step back, to retreat to the safety of solid ground. But faith tells you to look beyond the edge, to trust that there's a way forward, even if you can't see it yet. Maybe there's a bridge just out of view, or maybe you'll discover that you have wings you never knew you had. The leap of faith isn't about being reckless, it's about trusting that you are capable of navigating the unknown. One of the most beautiful aspects of choosing faith is how it transforms your relationship with failure. When fear is in control, failure feels like the end, a confirmation of your doubts and insecurities. But when faith takes the lead, failure becomes a stepping stone, a teacher, and a necessary part of the journey. It's through our failures that we learn, grow, and build the resilience to succeed. Faith also has a ripple effect. When you choose to believe in yourself and your journey, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage to face fear and move forward becomes a beacon for those around you, showing them what's possible when they too choose faith. You never know whose life you might impact simply by living out your own truth. So how do you cultivate faith in the face of fear? Start by challenging the negative thoughts and stories that fear feeds you. Replace them with affirmations of possibility and hope. Surround yourself with people, environments, and resources that uplift and encourage you. Take small steps forward and celebrate each one as proof of your ability to overcome. And most importantly, remind yourself that fear is temporary, but the rewards of faith are lasting. Choosing faith over fear is not a one-time decision, it's a practice. It's a daily commitment to trust yourself and the journey you're on. Each time you make that choice, you grow stronger, more confident, and more aligned with the life you're meant to live. Fear will always try to hold you back, but faith will always set you free. The question is, which one will you choose? Readiness is often mistaken for a feeling, an elusive state of being that suggests you're prepared to take action. Many people wait for the moment they feel entirely ready before they embark on a new journey or pursue their dreams. However, the truth is that readiness is not a feeling, it's a decision. It's a conscious choice to move forward despite uncertainty, doubt, and the imperfections of the moment. Understanding this fundamental shift in perspective can be liberating, as it allows us to break free from the paralyzing grip of waiting and step boldly into the unknown. The first barrier that many face in pursuing their goals is the misconception that they must possess all the knowledge, skills, or resources before they begin. This belief leads to a cycle of procrastination and self-doubt. You might think, I'll start that project when I have more experience, or I'll apply for that job when I feel more qualified. These thoughts are traps that keep you stuck in a state of inaction. In reality, waiting for the perfect conditions is a mirage that often leads to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. The perfect moment rarely arrives, and even when it does, it can be fleeting. Consider the stories of successful individuals who have achieved remarkable things. Many of them will tell you that they started their journeys with little to no preparation or confidence. They didn't wait for permission, they chose to take action, learning and adapting as they went. The key lesson here is that you don't have to be fully prepared to start, you just have to be willing to begin. Starting small can lead to significant changes, and each step forward builds the momentum needed to continue. This concept of taking action despite feeling unprepared can also be applied in everyday life. Think about the last time you hesitated to speak up in a meeting or share an idea because you didn't feel ready. How many opportunities passed by because you were waiting for that elusive feeling of readiness? Each time you hold back, you're not only denying yourself the chance to grow, but also missing out on potential contributions to the conversation. The truth is, you often learn more by doing than by waiting. You gain insights, discover strengths, and build confidence through the experience of action. The fear of failure often compounds the feeling of unpreparedness. We tend to associate taking action with the possibility of making mistakes, and that can be daunting. However, it's essential to reframe your understanding of failure. Rather than viewing it as a setback, consider it a valuable part of the learning process. Every successful person has encountered failure along their journey. It's not the failures that define you, but how you respond to them. Embracing the idea that you can learn and grow from your mistakes can transform the way you approach new challenges. A powerful practice to overcome the feeling of unpreparedness is to set small, achievable goals. Instead of thinking about the entire journey, break it down into manageable steps. This way, you can focus on what you can do today rather than becoming overwhelmed by the bigger picture. Each small goal accomplished creates a sense of progress and builds your confidence. It becomes clear that readiness is not a single event, but a series of decisions and actions taken consistently over time. Consider the idea of starting a new exercise routine. Many people put off getting fit because they feel they need to wait until they have the perfect plan, the right gym membership, or the ideal equipment. However, you don't need to have everything figured out before you start. Simply deciding to take a walk around the block or do a few stretches at home can set you on the path to a healthier lifestyle. Over time, as you continue to take these small actions, you'll find that your confidence grows and you become more capable and knowledgeable about your fitness journey. This principle applies to all areas of life, whether you're starting a new job, pursuing a passion project, or engaging in personal development. You don't have to wait for the perfect circumstances or the right mindset. You can choose to act now. The belief that you have to be fully ready can paralyze you, but the decision to move forward, regardless of how you feel, can liberate you. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can greatly influence your journey toward readiness. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that encourage you to take risks and embrace challenges. Having a support system can provide the encouragement you need to take that first step and remind you that you are not alone in your journey. These connections can also offer valuable insights and perspectives that help you navigate your path. Every expert was once a beginner. The journey to mastery begins with the simple act of starting. You can always refine your skills, gain knowledge, and adapt along the way. By choosing to act rather than wait for the feeling of readiness, you're not only honoring your potential, but also setting a powerful example for those around you. The idea that you must wait until you feel ready is a myth that can hinder your progress and hold you back from achieving your dreams. Readiness is a choice, an active decision to step into the unknown and embrace the journey. Each time you choose to take action despite feeling unprepared, you're reinforcing the belief in your ability to grow and adapt. Start small, set achievable goals, and remember that every step you take is a testament to your courage and resilience. The journey is yours to create, and it starts the moment you decide that you are ready to begin. The power of community cannot be underestimated, especially when it comes to personal growth and transformation. We are inherently social beings, wired for connection and collaboration. When we surround ourselves with like-minded individuals who share our values and aspirations, we create an environment that nurtures growth and fosters accountability. This supportive network not only enhances our journey, but also amplifies our successes. The idea that we are better together is rooted in the understanding that shared experiences and collective wisdom can propel us further than we might go alone. One of the most profound aspects of community is its ability to inspire and motivate. When you engage with others who are on a similar journey, their passion and commitment can ignite your own. It's easy to feel isolated in your struggles or aspirations, but when you witness others working towards their goals, it creates a ripple effect. Their determination serves as a reminder that progress is possible, and it encourages you to push through your challenges. Whether it's through sharing stories of triumph or expressing vulnerability in moments of doubt, the exchange of experiences within a community cultivates a sense of belonging that is essential for personal growth. Being part of a community can provide valuable insights and perspectives that you may not have considered on your own. Each individual brings a unique set of experiences, skills, and knowledge to the table. This diversity enriches discussions and expands your understanding of different approaches to challenges. You can learn from the successes and failures of others, gaining wisdom that can guide your own decisions. The collaborative nature of community allows for brainstorming and problem solving, creating an environment where innovation can flourish. In this way, a community becomes a fertile ground for ideas and creativity, helping you to see possibilities you might have overlooked. Accountability is another crucial element that a community provides. When you share your goals with others, you create a network of support that holds you accountable for your progress. This accountability can be incredibly motivating. It encourages you to stay committed to your objectives even when the going gets tough. Knowing that others are rooting for you, checking in on your progress, and celebrating your milestones can make a significant difference in your ability to persevere. It transforms the often solitary journey of personal development into a shared endeavor where everyone is invested in each other's success. In a supportive community, failures are reframed as learning opportunities rather than signs of weakness. When you encounter setbacks, having a network of individuals who understand your journey can help you navigate those challenges with resilience. Instead of feeling defeated, you can lean on others for encouragement, advice, and reassurance. This shared understanding fosters an atmosphere where vulnerability is welcomed, and it becomes clear that setbacks are a natural part of the growth process. In essence, a strong community transforms the narrative around failure, allowing you to view it as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. The emotional support that a community offers can be transformative. Personal growth often comes with emotional ups and downs, and having a group of individuals who can relate to your experiences provides a sense of comfort and validation. When you share your fears, hopes, and dreams with others who understand, it alleviates the burden of carrying those emotions alone. The empathy and compassion that arise in these connections create a safe space where you can be your authentic self. This emotional safety allows for deeper connections, fostering friendships that extend beyond the realm of personal development into lasting relationships. The digital age has expanded the reach of communities, enabling individuals to connect across geographical boundaries. Online platforms allow people with shared interests, goals, and challenges to come together, regardless of where they are in the world. This global connectivity enriches the community experience, introducing diverse perspectives and approaches to personal growth. Whether through social media, forums, or virtual meetups, the ability to connect with others can enhance your journey in ways that were previously unimaginable. The collective wisdom of a global community can provide insights that transcend local experiences, offering a broader understanding of various paths to success. It's essential to be intentional about the communities you engage with. Surrounding yourself with individuals who uplift, challenge, and inspire you is crucial for fostering growth. Seek out groups that align with your values and aspirations, where the culture of support and encouragement is evident. Not every community will serve your growth, so it's important to evaluate the dynamics and choose wisely. A positive community will challenge you to stretch your limits while providing the encouragement you need to keep moving forward. Don't underestimate the power of giving back to your community. While you benefit from the support of others, your contributions can also play a vital role in fostering a culture of growth. Sharing your experiences, insights, and lessons learned can inspire and uplift others on their journeys. By mentoring or supporting fellow community members, you not only reinforce your own learning, but also create a cycle of reciprocity that strengthens the bonds within the group. This sense of purpose and contribution enriches your own experience and helps cultivate a thriving community. The power of community is a transformative force in personal growth and development. By surrounding yourself with supportive, like-minded individuals, you can draw on their inspiration, insights, and accountability to propel yourself forward. Together, you can navigate the challenges, celebrate the victories, and create an environment that nurtures each person's journey. As you engage with your community, remember that it's not just about receiving support, it's also about giving back and contributing to the collective growth. Embrace the power of community, and you will find that the journey becomes not only more fulfilling, but also infinitely richer. When we come together, we can achieve far more than we ever could alone, and the possibilities become limitless. Taking bold steps toward your goals often requires overcoming fear, and this can be one of the most significant challenges you face on your journey to personal growth. Fear is a natural human emotion designed to protect us from danger, but it can also be a powerful barrier that holds us back from realizing our full potential. To transform our lives, we must learn to recognize fear for what it is, understand its roots, and develop strategies to move beyond it. The ability to navigate fear is not only essential for personal development, but also vital for creating the life you truly desire. Fear often manifests in many forms, such as fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown. Each of these fears can be debilitating, leading to hesitation and self-doubt. For instance, the fear of failure can paralyze you, causing you to avoid situations where you might not succeed. This avoidance often leads to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. When you find yourself stuck in a cycle of inaction due to fear, it's essential to understand that failure is not the end, but rather a necessary component of growth. Every successful individual has experienced failure at some point, and it is through these experiences that we learn valuable lessons and build resilience. Acknowledging the presence of fear in your life is the first step toward overcoming it. Instead of allowing fear to dictate your actions, take a moment to reflect on what you are afraid of and why. Often fears are based on past experiences, societal expectations, or self-imposed limitations. By bringing these fears into the light and examining their origins, you can begin to dismantle the power they hold over you. Journaling can be an effective tool for this process, allowing you to articulate your fears and challenge the beliefs that underpin them. When you write down your fears, they can seem less daunting and more manageable. Once you've acknowledged your fears, it's time to reframe your mindset. Instead of viewing fear as a barrier, consider it a sign that you are pushing your boundaries and venturing into new territory. When you feel fear rising, recognize it as a natural response to growth and change. This shift in perspective can empower you to face your fears head-on rather than avoiding them. Embracing discomfort as a necessary part of the growth process can transform your relationship with fear. Each time you confront your fears, you build confidence and expand your comfort zone, creating a positive feedback loop that encourages you to take even bolder steps. Setting small, achievable goals is an effective strategy for gradually overcoming fear. Instead of attempting to tackle your biggest fear all at once, break it down into manageable steps. This approach allows you to build confidence over time while reducing the overwhelming nature of fear. For example, if you fear public speaking, start by speaking up in small group settings before progressing to larger audiences. Each successful experience reinforces your ability to face fear and reinforces a sense of accomplishment. Celebrating these small victories is crucial. Each step taken is a testament to your courage and determination. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community can also play a pivotal role in overcoming fear. Sharing your fears with trusted friends, mentors, or like-minded individuals can provide encouragement and accountability. Often you'll find that others have faced similar fears and can offer valuable insights or strategies that help them navigate their own challenges. This sense of solidarity can be incredibly empowering, reminding you that you are not alone in your journey. The collective wisdom and support of a community can help you see your fears in a new light and encourage you to take bold steps forward. Another powerful tool for managing fear is visualization. Visualizing yourself successfully facing and overcoming your fears can create a mental roadmap that prepares you for action. Spend time imagining yourself navigating challenging situations with confidence and poise. This mental rehearsal not only builds your confidence but also conditions your mind to expect success. By visualizing positive outcomes, you can begin to shift your focus from fear to possibility, allowing you to approach challenges with a greater sense of ease. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, can also be beneficial in managing fear. When you feel fear creeping in, taking a moment to center yourself and breathe deeply can help ground you in the present moment. This practice reduces anxiety and allows you to respond to fear more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Mindfulness helps you create space between yourself and your fears, enabling you to approach them with clarity and intention. It's important to remember that fear is a part of the human experience and everyone encounters it at different points in their lives. Instead of allowing fear to define your journey, choose to see it as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. The most profound transformations often arise from the moments when we confront our fears and take decisive action in the face of uncertainty. Embracing fear as a natural part of your journey can empower you to take bold steps toward your goals and dreams. Overcoming fear is an essential aspect of personal growth and development. By acknowledging your fears, reframing your mindset, setting small goals, seeking support from a community, and employing visualization and mindfulness techniques, you can learn to navigate fear effectively. Instead of allowing fear to paralyze you, embrace it as a signal that you are stepping outside your comfort zone and embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Every time you confront fear and take action, you reinforce your resilience and expand your capacity for growth. Ultimately, the courage to face your fears can lead to profound transformation and open doors to new possibilities that you may never have imagined. The importance of self-reflection and personal growth is a profound and often underappreciated aspect of our journeys toward fulfillment and success. In a world that constantly bombards us with distractions, information overload, and societal pressures, taking the time to pause and reflect on our thoughts, actions, and experiences is essential. Self-reflection serves as a powerful tool for gaining clarity, understanding our motivations, and aligning our lives with our true values and aspirations. By embracing the practice of self-reflection, we unlock the potential for deeper self-awareness, informed decision-making, and intentional living. At its core, self-reflection involves looking inward and examining our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It requires us to create space for introspection and to engage in honest and constructive self-assessment. This process can take many forms, from journaling and meditation to quiet contemplation and discussions with trusted friends or mentors. Whatever method we choose, the key is to approach self-reflection with an open mind and a willingness to explore our inner landscapes. It is in this exploration that we can uncover valuable insights that propel us forward on our personal growth journeys. One of the primary benefits of self-reflection is the opportunity to gain clarity about our goals and values. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to become disconnected from what truly matters to us. We may find ourselves pursuing goals that are influenced by external expectations rather than our own desires. Through self-reflection, we can take a step back and assess whether our current path aligns with our values and aspirations. This clarity allows us to make more informed decisions and take actions that resonate with our authentic selves. When we are aligned with our values, we are more likely to experience a sense of fulfillment and purpose in our lives. Self-reflection also plays a critical role in understanding our emotions and reactions. Often we may find ourselves reacting to situations without fully understanding the underlying emotions driving those reactions. Engaging in self-reflection allows us to explore our feelings and uncover the root causes of our emotional responses. By identifying patterns in our behavior, we can begin to recognize triggers that lead to negative reactions or unproductive habits. This awareness enables us to respond more thoughtfully in future situations, fostering healthier relationships with ourselves and others. The ability to manage our emotions is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence, which is essential for effective communication, conflict resolution, and personal resilience. Self-reflection cultivates a growth mindset. When we reflect on our experiences, we can assess both our successes and our failures. Rather than viewing failures as setbacks, we can reframe them as opportunities for learning and growth. This shift in perspective encourages us to embrace challenges and take calculated risks, knowing that each experience contributes to our development. When we view our journeys through the lens of growth, we become more resilient and adaptable, better equipped to navigate the uncertainties and complexities of life. This mindset fosters a sense of curiosity and exploration, propelling us to seek new experiences and embrace the unknown. Engaging in regular self-reflection also enhances our capacity for gratitude. When we take the time to reflect on our lives, we can appreciate the positive aspects no matter how small they may seem. Gratitude shifts our focus away from what we lack and toward what we have, fostering a more positive outlook on life. By recognizing and celebrating our achievements, relationships, and experiences, we cultivate a sense of contentment and fulfillment. This practice of gratitude not only improves our mental well-being, but also strengthens our relationships and enhances our overall quality of life. Self-reflection encourages accountability and responsibility for our actions. When we take the time to evaluate our choices and their consequences, we become more aware of how our actions impact ourselves and others. This awareness fosters a sense of accountability, prompting us to take ownership of our decisions and their outcomes. Rather than blaming external factors for our circumstances, we learn to recognize our role in shaping our lives. While self-reflection is a valuable practice, it is essential to approach it with compassion and kindness toward ourselves. It is easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and negative self-talk during reflection, especially when examining past mistakes or perceived shortcomings. However, self-reflection should be a constructive and supportive process. Instead of focusing solely on what we could have done differently, we must also celebrate our strengths and acknowledge our progress. This balanced approach fosters a healthy self-image and encourages a more positive relationship with ourselves. Integrating self-reflection into our daily or weekly routines can be transformative. Setting aside dedicated time for reflection allows us to create a consistent practice that deepens our self-awareness and fosters personal growth. Whether through journaling, meditation, or quiet contemplation, making self-reflection a priority empowers us to stay aligned with our values and aspirations. By cultivating this habit, we create a foundation for continuous learning and improvement, ensuring that we remain on a path of growth and fulfillment. Self-reflection is a powerful catalyst for personal growth and development. By engaging in this practice, we gain clarity about our goals and values, understand our emotions, cultivate a growth mindset, enhance gratitude, and foster accountability. Self-reflection allows us to explore our inner landscapes, uncovering insights that propel us forward on our journeys. It is a transformative process that encourages us to embrace our authentic selves and make intentional choices that align with our true aspirations. As we prioritize self-reflection, we create the conditions for continuous growth, resilience, and fulfillment, ultimately leading to a more meaningful and purpose-driven life. Embrace the power of self-reflection and watch as it transforms your journey toward personal growth and success.